right, we're going to go ahead and get started. Well, welcome and thank you for joining me on this special call today on Beyond Compliance, turning your curriculum transparency into a district asset. Our goals today are going to be to dive into the Parents' Bill of Rights Act and to really understand what it's all about and how to clarify the district's role and how to follow its mandates and to wrap up with a practical, time-saving solution for how your district can put these requirements into action. So before we really begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Diane Delatorre, and I work behind the scenes at Step Up. I do their web design, and I have put their books together, the map books, 4 core books, and done a little bit of the graphics for those as well. So you don't see me in the forefront too much. I like to do the behind the scenes work. I am also the owner of DLT Design Solutions. I create websites for businesses in the area. And I also used to be a former elementary school teacher. I used to teach 3rd grade, 4th grade, K through 6 technology. So that's a little bit about me. I would like to go ahead and get started. So I want to share a fictional story. This is not real, but it may resonate with some of you. Maybe it's happened to you before, maybe it will happen. But we are getting more and more concerned parents like Sarah. Sarah has a 3rd grader at Maplewood Elementary, and he came home the other day and he was talking about uh, his social studies class and telling her things that they were learning. And she was just a little concerned about what are they learning in the social studies class. So she decided to go to the school and formally request the 3rd grade social studies curriculum. And because she is familiar with the Missouri Parents' Bill of Rights Act, she knows she has that right to do so, and that it takes she should get that information within 2 business days of the request. And she wants it in a digital format. She wants it emailed to her. So she goes to the school, she gives the request to Mrs. Henderson, the administrative assistant. And what happens next? Well, what happens next needs to happen within a 48-hour deadline. This is the curriculum access timeline. All these things need to happen within 48 hours from her request. So number 1, it is given to the building principal, and the building principal then needs to decide, does this fit the requirements of the Missouri Parents' Bill of Rights Act? If it does, then we go on to number 2, where we need to gather the curriculum from the appropriate places. So the request is sent to the district curriculum coordinator and Leo's 3rd grade teacher. So the curriculum coordinator would gather things like the scope and sequence and the Missouri Learning Standards, and the teacher, if necessary, can submit the lesson plan that she used that was in question, so they can have all that information to give to Sarah, the parent. Number 3, there needs to be a compliance review. So the assembled materials are reviewed by someone maybe in central office to ensure that there's no copyright issues that are going to be happening by giving the parent these documents. Number 4, then you need to give it back to maybe your secretaries, and they need to either digitally copy it into a PDF format, which is what Sarah the parent wants, or it could be photocopied for them. And schools, based on the act, says that they can charge up to 10 cents per page. That is the parent's responsibility of paying. Then number 5 is the delivery. So the principal will take all that information, they will email that to Sarah. Sarah gets the information within 36 hours of the request. She reads it, she realizes it's not a big deal, but she's thankful that she has the information. So all of this in a 48-hour deadline, yeah, it's time consuming, but it's also very stressful. It's tedious. You have all these moving parts, but most of all, it is disruptive. I mean, you have your teachers, your administrators, curriculum specialists all having to drop what they're doing and make sure they get this in a timely manner. So why? Why are we doing this? Well, it is because of the Missouri Bill of Rights Act. Now, this was established in January of 2024 with the Senate Bill 728. And in this bill, it is basically a way to make sure that parents get a front row seat to their children's education. It's all about that curriculum transparency and boosting that curriculum transparency so parents know what is going on in the school, what their kids are learning. But it also is all about accountability, making sure that schools are accountable for what they are teaching. So, also in that law, it talks about schools must provide curriculum documents when asked within 2 days. They also must have a way for parents to opt out of courses, whether it's a form or you email somebody, there must be a clear way to opt out of courses. And also, the documents must not break copyright laws. So, what you see down here in this little box is just an excerpt from the actual summary of Bill 728. If you want to read it, you can click on this link and it takes you to the current bill summary. You can see when it was passed here up on the right-hand side, but at the top it says full bill text. So if you are interested in reading the entire bill, that's where you need to go. There are also other bills that have not been passed but are in the works right now. So right now I am watching House Bill 1287 and House Bill 2160, which all have something to do with parental empowerment and reviewing curriculum. So we'll see whether these bills make it, maybe they don't. You know, it's always changing, so we've got to keep on top of that. So, how is your district going to react to this mandate? Are you prepared? Well, you can be prepared. You can get ahead of this mandate. Well, how? Well, let me tell you, that's why we're here. So, a curriculum website, excuse me, would be your best and most efficient way of dealing with the mandate. So, the benefits of creating a curriculum website: number one, you are going to be more efficient by reducing phone calls, emails, by providing a website. It's self-service. They know where to go, they know it's there. They have a question, they can go check on it. This is a huge time saver for administrators. Number two, your district will build trust by demonstrating transparency and a commitment to partnering with families. Number three, you're going to up that engagement of families by empowering parents to be more involved in their child's education. It's just right there on a website, ready to be viewed. And number four, big one, it is a huge time saver. There is no running around, no scrambling trying to meet a 48-hour deadline, and no one has to stop what they are doing because it's all readily available on a website. So we can turn this mandate into a really valuable asset for your district, for your families, and for your community. So I want to show you some examples of what this could look like. I mean, every school district is going to be different, but I want to start off with one of the most simple ways you can build out a curriculum website. So this is a one-page build. And this is from Diamond School District. They just wanted something that was just simple on one page, easy to access for parents. And this was built on just a Google site and it is connected to their district website. So you will notice they have someone to contact if there's any questions or concerns. And there's a section for each of the schools. So we've got a pre-K section. We've got a K through 5 elementary section with their core subjects, as well as art, music, PE, and library. For middle school, we have their core subjects as well as all of their middle school electives. And high school, same thing, core and electives. So if you, let's click on one of these and you'll see what is connected. And if you are a Step Up client, you will know exactly what this is. So let's try this American history. Oh, here it is. It is their scope and sequence. So parents can open this and they can see all the units that they are teaching, the names of the unit, how long it's taking, and it gives them all the Missouri Learning Standards that they need to know to what's going on. And they've also included important links and resources. So these are the resources that they use within their class. So transparency, check. It's right there. What's great is if you are a Step Up client, you can use your scope and sequence for this. And now some scope and sequences have more and have less. So it depends on what your teachers have been asked to do. So this is a very, again, easy, simple way to show curriculum transparency. Hey, want to know what we're learning? Go to your child's grade level, click on the subject, and it's right there for you. The other way is a little bit more in depth. We have a full curriculum build. This full curriculum build has a page for every grade level. So you can do more when it's on its own page, obviously. So elementary, let's go to first grade. And in first grade, we have all of our core subjects up here. Underneath the core subjects, we have the MLS standards, which takes you to the DESE website, gives you the most up-to-date standards that are being taught in that grade level. And then it includes the scope and sequence. Now, this is an example of a school district that went a little bit further with their scope and sequence. Just to give you an example, we have 4 quarters. They have listed out what they are doing in every quarter for reading foundations. So here's quarter 1, we have quarter 2, and as you're going along, all of these are links to different resources that they're using. So if you are curious about what your child learned for Caps for Sale, what is that story? Is that okay? You can go look at it, and it takes you to that story. So this is just an example of going a little bit deeper in your scope and sequence, and it's just more transparency. The more transparent you are, the happier parents are. The next, let's see, and then the rest are just regular scope and sequences. What you won't see on here, and you've probably noticed, there are no links back to Step Up mats because that would be in violation of copyright laws for Step Up products. So those are all removed and you're safe in that aspect. So we've got more with the MLS standards for art, music, PE, library, and then the standards for them. And then you can just add what you want. If you have more curriculum documents, you can add those to this page. You can also link back to the 2 teachers in your first grade class. You can have them connect their websites to here. So they can do websites, they can connect their newsletters, study guides, helpful links. You can build this out to be exactly what you want for your parents' convenience and your family's convenience. So that is an example of a full website curriculum build. So I am the owner of DLT Design Solutions, and we do create these curriculum websites. What you saw, those 2 examples are from DLT Design Solutions. What's great about it is that we take care of everything. We take care of the design. We make sure that it's visually appealing and it's optimized for phones, because we know that parents mostly look at information with their phones. But this website ensures that parents, teachers, and administrators can find curriculum materials easily. Next, we're always in compliance with the bill mandates. There are updates happening all the time. We are on top of those, so you don't have to be. And if something gets changed, that will be reflected in your website. We will ensure that your website meets these standards, avoiding potential legal issues. We're also in compliance with the accessibility laws. So ADA compliant website makes a great user experience for your entire community, as including those with disabilities. So it will make it easier for your people to read your contact with strong colors, good, easy to read fonts, and labeling pictures with alt text and more. The next is we have an easy streamlined process. You give me your curriculum documents and I take care of the website. Step Up clients, it is even easier because I work for Step Up. I also have access to your curriculum documents, so I could easily just go in and take care of it. So much easier. And because we know that curriculum is constantly being updated, I will also offer optional updates throughout the year as needed. So the most important thing, we offer peace of mind. You do not have to worry about anything that was on this page because we take care of it and you know you're in good hands with DLT. So a recap of today's session. The Parents' Bill of Rights requires schools to be transparent about their curriculum. The most efficient and time-saving solution is to create a curriculum website. And you are not alone. DLT's design solutions can help. We would love to hear from you. Please check out our website at www.dltdesignsolutions.com/curriculum websites. This has all of our website design options with pricing, so you can see we're very upfront about it. And you can sign up for a free 30-minute discovery call. We can hash out the details of what will work best for your district. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, my name is Diane Delatorre, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.